Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a classic tale that teaches a timeless lesson about how we treat others. Let's talk about the fox and the stork. Once upon a time, in the lush green forest, lived a clever but mischievous fox. One day, feeling a bit playful, the fox decided to invite a stork over for dinner. The stork, with her long, elegant beak and graceful legs, was delighted and accepted the invitation. She arrived at the fox's den, her stomach rumbling with anticipation. But when dinner was served, her delight turned to disappointment. The fox, with a sly grin, had served a delicious-smelling soup in two very shallow, flat dishes. He lapped up his meal with ease, but the poor stork, with her long, narrow beak, couldn't get a single drop. She could only dip the very tip of her beak into the soup, and she left the fox's home just as hungry as she had arrived. The fox just laughed, thinking his trick was hilarious. A few days later, the stork decided it was her turn to host. She invited the fox for a meal at her home by the river. The fox, remembering the last dinner, eagerly accepted, expecting another round of fun. This time, the stork served a wonderful, fragrant stew made of finely minced meat. The aroma was irresistible. But here's a twist. The stork served the stew in two tall, slender jars with very narrow necks. She could easily dip her long beak into her jar and enjoy every last bite. The fox, however, with his short snout, could only lick the outside of the jar. He couldn't reach the food inside, no matter how hard he tried. He sat there, his stomach growling, while the stork finished her dinner peacefully. As the fox walked home, hungry and embarrassed, he finally understood. He had been paid back in his own coin. The moral of the story is simple but powerful. Treat others the way you want to be treated. One bad turn deserves another, and a little consideration goes a long way. What do you think of this story? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic tales. See you next time.